G.K. Chesterton says somewhere that he's talking about the free love movement, and he said free love is the first and most obvious bribe that can be offered to a slave.
I wrote a book called Libido Dominandi, Sexual Liberation and Political Control, 25 years ago, and everybody just kind of laughed at me. Well, now people know that sexual liberation is a form of control because they had to learn it in the hard school, the expensive school of experience, by getting addicted to pornography. I didn't have to tell these people they were slaves to their passions. They knew that.
Right.
And when I explained why it was being orchestrated that way, some of them just stopped watching pornography like that, cold turkey, because they had an explanation that they didn't have before. Yeah. That's the type of rising consciousness that we're talking about here.
G.K. Chesterton says somewhere that he's talking about the free love movement, and he said free love is the first and most obvious bribe that can be offered to a slave.
Yes. It was a wise man. He understood intuitively all of these things.
Yes.
But it's part of the legacy of Christianity. You know, so St. Augustine said a man has as many masters as he has vices. You can go back to the wages of sin is death. The picture of Samson and Delilah on the cover of my book is basically the story of a man who was enslaved by his passions and ended up being blind. That's the whole rationale behind the weaponization of pornography. Make you blind, and then you're easier to push around.
Right. One of the things that our handlers, I'll just call them that, our handlers, they'll say they want us to be free, but they want us to be free to smoke dope and free to fornicate and free to do all the freedoms they want me to have. I could participate in a 6x8 prison cell. You know, I can be.
Guess what? We're all in that cell right now.
Yeah.
So what's the world that was created for us during lockdown?
Yeah.
It's a world where you can't go to mass, but you can have an abortion, or you can watch pornography, and pornography becomes even freer. They'll give you a good deal on a subscription, premium subscription to pornography.
And so let's say someone's marginal, struggling Christian, he's struggles with drink, and they shut the churches down and they keep the liquor stores open.
Right.
And in California, where pot shops just were very recently made legal, now they're considered essential.
Right. That's right. That's right. It's essential to the oligarchs to keep you numb and off the streets.